Hey, what's up, Seerz here. Now today we're going to be covering a few different items and spells that have some weird mechanics hidden within, either intentionally or not, but the majority of OSRS players do not know about these, so it should be a pretty interesting video. Some of these items are useful or funny, others strange and unique, but a few have actually been used by a certain group of naughty players through bug abuses and lures, so let's get into it. But first, I want to give a huge shout out to the sponsor of this video. Raid Shadow Legends is a brand new RPG game that is taking over the mobile gaming world. More than 10 million players worldwide have downloaded the game in less than 6 months. The game has a fully voiced story campaign and incredible 3D graphics. You can collect over 400 champions and explore more than 1 million different champion builds. In Raid, you have the ability to personally customize your champions, choosing their artifacts and creating a unique mastery build for each one of them. You can raid with your friends in a clan or claim glory in the PvP arena, which I personally enjoy the most. And the best part, it is free to play. Personally, I think this game is amazing, and with over 300,000 reviews, Raid has almost a perfect score on the Play Store. This game is growing super fast, and the highly anticipated new Faction War feature is now live. There's also a new awesome rewards program for new players. Get a new daily login reward for the first 90 days in the game. You can find me in game under the nickname Seerz, and if you are quick enough, you can also join my clan. So what are you waiting for? Go to the video description, click on the special links, and you will get 50,000 silver and a free epic champion as part of the new player program to start your journey. Good luck, and I will see you there. Now first off, the Lunar Spellbook is known for its weird, quirky, and not very useful spells like Dream, Bake Pie, and the Hunter Kit. There's also another spell that many players skip over and they'll never click on it in their entire life, but it is amazing and most players don't know the true potential, the Boost Potion Share. If you actually use this spell on a potion, it will distribute 1 potion dose per player in the surrounding area up to 4 players and doses. The mechanic that makes this spell so good and what most people don't realize is the caster always gets a free dose of potion when using it on another player. I personally use the potion share every single time I go bossing with multiple teammates, usually something like longer trips at God War's dungeon. For example, if you're duoing bandos with your buddy, you effectively get double the amount of super restores and super combat potions, but you cannot use this spell on Saradomin Brews. Next mechanic, dropping a staff. Every single item in the game that's on the ground has a click box, the area of the game tile where you're able to click on an item. What most players don't know is that an item's click box can be changed and manipulated. As you can see here, when I drop a feather on the ground, it goes underneath the seed because of its lower alch value. What it also does is slightly extend the range of the seed's click box. You're most likely thinking this is interesting, but how could it be useful in any way? Well, have a look when I drop a staff on the ground. Now, of course, the staff is higher alch value than the seed, so it goes on top. Here's the comparison of the original seed click box and the click box of the staff. We can see the area of the click box is actually double than what it originally was. Now the kicker to this is all the shady players that took advantage of this by combining it with a glitch and a lure. When enough items are stacked on top of one another in the game on a game tile, the items below it are pushed out of the screen. What the staff does is extend the click box to the tile so that the staff may be right-clicked in order to see the items on the ground beneath all the clutter. A handful of scammers and lures abused this a couple years ago by using a glitch to spawn unlimited Yuris from a clue scroll to cover up another player's item they had dropped. Even if you had telegrab runes, you could still not get it, making it impossible to retrieve them unless you had a staff. With the release of Prifddinas, the new Elf City quest, came the Crystal Armor, a set of armor that boosts the damage of the Crystal Bow. What a majority of players don't know is that it shares the same mechanic as a much older item, the Crystal Shield. Your Crystal Armor and Shield degrade every time you take damage by a monster or player, but only if the number hit on you is above a 0. Unlike other degradable items such as Darox, any type of barrows, if you have the correct prayer up against a monster, your armor or shield will never go down in charges as the monster will hit a 0. This may not sound that useful, but at bosses like Hydra or Nightmare Zone, even Slayer, where if done correctly you will never take any damage due to having prayer up, the armor will never degrade. All players in the game use food as means to restore their hit points. What most players don't know is that certain foods also restore other things such as run energy or cure poison. Starting at the worst is the papaya, which heals 8 HP and 5% run energy. Many players used to obtain papayas back in RuneScape with the fruit bat from summoning. The bat's main ability was to spawn fruit, which players would use to heal at places like God War's dungeon. Coming up next, we have purple sweets, which restore 10% run energy and 1 to 3 HP each. You can actually get purple sweets as rewards from any type of clue scroll. These are extremely expensive, about 2.5 to 3.5k each, What's actually good about this item is you can have thousands of purple sweets in one space. They are actually stackable. The number one place in the game to actually use these purple sweets would be getting your fire cape with Jad, or actually getting the Inferno cape. And again, you can have thousands in your inventory, which is thousands of HP. Now, this is one of my favorite food items of all time, the summer pie. Now, summer pies heal 11 HP per slice, so that's 22 total, 2 more than a shark. They're normally about 100 GP less than a shark, and they also restore 10% run energy and boost your agility by 5 per slice. Summer pies are amazing at Volcano when you need to, run and heal yourself. Maybe something like Ceradome and God Wars if you're soloing running around the room. Another good spot for these summer pies will be doing the underground pass quest. You need to be running a lot while you're taking damage as well. Now, the last consumable would be the Guthix Restore. Guthix Restore is a tea that is made from combining 2 Gwums, a Harlander, and a Marintel into a teacup after the recipe is learned after the one small favor quest. The cool thing about the Guthix Restore is it's actually a tea, but it acts as like a potion. So you can be drinking it, multiple times while staying in combat. You won't be interrupted. It's amazing for like Corporal Beast FFA, maybe even training Slayer or PKing. It's amazing for PKing. Guthix Restore actually heals 5 HP per dose. There's 4 doses per potion tea, so that's 20 HP. Another cool thing about this as well, it can actually heal 5 HP over your max HP, just like an anglerfish would. So if you're 99 HP, you sip this, you're going to go to 104. It also restores 5% run energy per sip, and it turns venom into poison and lowers poison damage by 1 per dose. So if you're getting hit a 4 by poison, you take a sip of one of these, it'll go to 3. Might as well mention this because we're on the topic. Sandfuse serums as well. They're about 22k each, but they act as a super restore and an antidote plus. So every sip is a prayer potion, plus you get 12 minutes of immunity per sip. Coming up next, the Charged Amulet of Glory. I'm sure every single person watching this video knows this item. It is the best, cheapest amulet in the entire game. They're about 12k each right now, and they come with some amazing teleports as well. A pretty useful added effect to the Amulet of Glory. As long as you have 1 charge equipped while mining any regular ore or a Motherlode mine, you have an increased chance of finding gems. The base chance to mine any gem is 1 out of 256, but with the Amulet of Glory equipped, it turns to 1 out of 86. What makes the Glory a deal breaker is when you're actually mining gem rocks in Shiloh Village, having a charged Glory will greatly increase your success of mining a gem rock. I did a quick test, and with a charged Amulet of Glory, I mined a full inventory of gems in about 1 minute and 45 seconds. Without the Glory in the same exact path, it took me 3 minutes and 50 seconds. Alright, this one is pretty dangerous, pretty epic, and I'm sure many of you guys do not know about it. There was a scam/lore method in Deadman mode where players used to use a T-Flask to stall the animation of them running and pull opponents into a safe zone. This animation stall plus casting Vengeance have both recently been removed within the last few months due to players abusing it. Many scammers combine that stall with other items to create an animation stalling bug where your character looks like it's standing in one place, but in reality it's actually standing in another. Bug abusers would use this to lure players outside of the safe zone in PvP worlds, normally having them trade another player that looked like they were standing in the bank, but in reality they were standing far away and stalling, their moved character to go outside the bank and have them trade, and then there would be a PK squad waiting outside. Within the last few weeks, another item has been found that performs the exact same way as the T-Flask and the Vengeance spell, the Calc Walk Egg. Many players and bug abusers are starting to do this new scam with the Calc Walk Egg. I'm actually not going to show it just because I don't want to get caught or you banned, anything like that. But if you do want to, at Jagex on Twitter and let them know about this video, that'd be cool. Next up, a very interesting one, the Pearl Bolts. The enchanted Pearl Bolts have an effect called the Sea Curse, where players call forth a wave of water on their opponent. This causes a 1/20th of the player's boosted range level as extra damage. The unique mechanic of these bolts is that the effect can be boosted or completely negated whether the opponent is a fiery creature or if the player is wielding a staff of water or fire. If the opponent is a fiery creature or a player wearing a fire staff, the effect is increased to 1 out of 15th of the player's boosted range level. But if the opponent is wielding a water staff, the effect will be completely negated and never actually proc. This is a perfect example of why I made this video. There's so many hidden items, hidden mechanics, a little lore behind the game. I never even knew this existed, and I've been playing for like 14 years. Alright, the last one for you guys, something small and fun. Of course, the Abyssal Whip is one of the best slash weapons in OSRS, amazing for training defense and attack. One thing about 98% of the players do not know, I guarantee you guys do not know this one, it can actually be used to cut fruit, but not all the fruit. just a banana. When most people think of a whip, they picture a bullwhip like the one in Indiana Jones, but after digging around, I researched that Abyssal Whip was most likely modeled after the Chinese chain whip. As you can see from the video I found, the Chinese whip can easily cut through the watermelon, and honestly they should have done that instead of a banana, because a watermelon actually heals 15 HP if your HP level is above 80. So that would be, you know, another good food item to use, almost on par with the monkfish. This was definitely a video that was different from my normal uploads. I do hope you guys enjoyed. The longer I kept digging, the more interesting it got with all the hidden mechanics and whatnot. And, you know, feel free to throw a thumbs up on the video if you did enjoy this different type of video. But yeah, guys, check out the Shadow, Legends link down below if you guys are curious. I will actually be going to Vegas for the next 1 week, so I will see you guys then. And I have a lot of videos to post. Hopefully you guys have a great day. Peace out.